Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 13 2. So in the last video we've just finished off Academia 500 AF, and more importantly we've fully explored the area, and Academia 500 is the final area we need to have fully explored. So hopefully you've done the rest, but I'm going to go through the maps now to explain which ones you need to do, and then we can go to Academia 400 to hand the quest in for a nice 11 fragments. Okay, so these are the maps you need to have 100% exploration. Okay, so New Bodom, first of all, you need to make sure you fully explore 003 AF and 700 AF. You need both to be 100%, both maps, in order to get the fragment for that. And a couple of easy things to miss there is the porch around the Nora house and around the beach area where the piers and that are, so just go in every one of those little nooks and that shouldn't be too bad. Brescia Ruins, you need to go to all three versions, which is 005, 300 and 100, in order to get the 100%. There's a couple of areas that you can only reach in each part. Make sure you do the southwest tunnels as well in the 005 AF area, since they're not accessible in the other versions. Okay, and then we have Yashas Massif, an easy one there. You can only do it though in 100 AF or 110 AF, since they don't have the barriers that block some of the areas, but either one of those you can reach 100%. For Urba, you can explore everything in the 400 AF version. In fact, the only thing you can do there that you can't do in the other versions is the beach area. So that's it for Urba. Sundeath Waterscape, another fairly easy one. You can do it once in the 300 AF version once you've killed the giant Flan after he's been weakened. Just make sure you reveal the hidden vines around that place in order to get the 400%. If you do struggle, just watch my video on Sundeath Waterscape 300 to see all the little hidden areas there. For Arcalite Step, you can get 100% once you've activated the 5 Cactuar Waystones, and then you can reach the previously inaccessible Clearwater Marshes. Do note that in the south of the zone, there's like a little cliff or a little plateau that you have to jump on. You can only reach that with a Chocobo, so you do need to go onto that. There's a treasure chest on there as well in order to get 100%. Academia next, and you need to explore the 500 AF version and also the 4XX AF version. You can do it by doing the 400 AF, but there's so many CF that spawn all over the place I wouldn't even bother. So go to 4XX and 500, and in 4XX make sure you go into all the shops and whatnot to get every little part there. Augusta Tower is a little bit tricky, so you might want to follow the walkthrough and see where all the parts are for that. You do need to get 100% on 200 AF and 300 AF. They are two different maps and you need both. And after you've completed all the story, you get the access key 13, so go to floor 13 to finish off to get your 100% there. Okay, next we have Vile Peaks, which is an easy one, but you can only do it in the 10 AF version. Then we have A Dying World, which is another easy one, although you can only do it once you return there from the fully restored Historia Crux. That is everything. So if there's an area I haven't mentioned, it means you don't need it. That is all you need. Once you have 100% on all those, you can go to Academia. If you want to see how much percent you've got on each map, but don't want to have to visit each place individually, open up your key items in your inventory and then sort the items by type, and all your maps are listed. And as you can see, as you mouse over everyone or point over everyone, the top of the page says how much you've explored, so you can see them all quickly then and go to where you need to go. Anyway, as I said, once you've got 100% on all those maps, you want to go to Academia and make your way back to the NPC who has the side quest near Chocolina. Okay, so I've already made my way back, and this here is the NPC by the computer terminal. You have to speak to her every time to hand in each map, and then you get a fragment. So I'll just show you on the map whereabouts it is, in case you've forgotten.
This details the area of New Bodom.
So obviously there's 10 maps to hand in, and you have to do them one at a time. You get a little bit of CP as well, which is always a bonus.
This is Yashas Massif. You can certainly use this data.
And the main reason we're doing this, apart from the fragments, is that we can then collect a very useful fragment skill once all 11 are handed in over in Serendipity. So I highly recommend we do this side quest. Even if you're not after all 160 fragments. The fragment skill we collect for doing it is very good, so that alone should make it worth it. If you've been doing what I've recommended as we've gone through the video, walked through and explored the areas as we've gone through them, then it shouldn't actually take up any more time, really.
This is some valuable data you've brought me.
So, just hand these last few in here.
A map of the Grand Pulse steps?
If you are struggling with getting 100% on any of the maps, just post a comment in the YouTube comment section and let me know where you're struggling, and I'll try and give you some tips and advice for it.
Thanks to you, our databanks are now fully restored. We should be able to
Okay, so
normalize the
that's
network
all
now.
10
Tell
maps.
me, did you find out what happened?
To put it simply, an influx of illogical data provided an entry point for the paradox.
And the restored data closed that entry off, right? Will this help you to stop the other malfunctions?
We're still not sure. At the very least, we've stopped the corruption from spreading. I don't know what we would have done without your generous cooperation.
We get our optional bonus fragments, the 11th fragment. And now we can return to the Historia Crux. We are finished with this side quest.
Data replacement saved the network.
And of course now we want to go to Serendipity. As usual, you just want to speak to the Mystic for your new fragment skill.
You too are worthy in the eyes of the goddess. That is the reason you are bestowed with such a great number of fragments.
And we have the Battlemania skill fragment, which is very useful, and what that will do is allow us to farm rare spawns and rare monsters, so it actually makes them a lot more common. So things like the Tombury and the Silver Cactuar, stuff that we haven't really been interested in before because of how hard it is to find, monsters that are really hard to find, are now really common. Which means in the next video I'm going to show some good farming spots to help level up your party, and a very good place for farming a monster that will infuse powerful abilities into your other monsters. So stick around for that. I've been Fuzzfinger, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.